Hello, hello, and welcome back to Latinas Empoderadas. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kelsey.
And today we have another guest. We're so excited to introduce. Again, I'm going to let my girl introduce her because it is one of her good friends.
Oh my God. My good friend, Tanairy. We go way back. Thank you for being here today. Oh my God.
Thank you for having me.
This woman is such an inspiration, and I've always told her since day one. So to have her here and share her story, I think it's going to be great for a lot of women. I think we need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
More of those motivating stories to get these women out of survival mode.
Yeah. Or comfort mode.
Yeah.
I love that you said survival mode because I think that's one of the things that a lot of us bring around here share in common. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you for having me, both of you girls. It's an honor.
And we've talked about bringing you on. I know
for a while now.
Has mentioned it since we first started our podcast. We had kind of like a list of who we're going to bring. And you were always one of the top ones. And she's like, I need to bring her in. Like her story is just something that I want to share with everybody. So thank you. We're so excited to hear more about your story. At least I am, because I don't know nothing about it. So thank you
I'm here to share. I'm an open book. Like I said, she asked me, she's like, is there a limit on the questions I can ask? And I said, amiga, I'm an open book. I'm here to share what I can so that we don't all make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
To that. So who is Tanairy?
Tanairy Felix is first generation. I'm the oldest of three. I come from, I was born and raised here, lived in Arizona, grew up in Southgate. And so my parents are high school sweethearts. They met in Southgate as well. My dad is an immigrant and my mom was born and raised here as well. And not to say that, everyone kind of goes back in the day, but who I really am today, I'm loving, I'm passionate. I aspire to inspire, and I hope that through my accomplishments, I can come back and just share not only with my family, but with my friends and anyone that I come across. So that's who I am.
I love it. So going to who you are you in the entrepreneur life, in the entrepreneur world? And how did you get to where you are today?
Great question. It all comes from not having a choice. I think, we started with saying like survival mode. I think, I come from humble beginnings. My father is the oldest of 11 siblings.
Oh, wow.
And so with that comes a lot.
Yeah.
And when you grow up, my parents were very young. They married at 17, had me very young. My grandparents raised me as well because my parents were always working. And at 7 years old, my father was detained. And I grew up watching my mom having to go to work full time. And she worked in the airport during these times, and she was never home. So my grandparents would pick me up, and, they would pick me up and I would spend more time with them, and I would only see my mom like to go to bed and start over. And so as I started, growing into my teens, my dad came back home. And then I slowly started really like building. I think I always wanted to be active, right? Like I always wanted to be in sports and play basketball and dance and do everything. So I've had it at a very young age to be very active. But I feel like it was also to keep me busy.
Yeah.
Because
from reality.
Exactly. And so my dad comes back home. I'm 13. He decides that we need to move to Arizona for work.
Yeah.
And it was a little hard and tough to deal with that because I didn't grow up with him essentially, right?
Yeah.
So it was getting at 13 years old, getting to know your dad again.
Yeah.
there's a lot of like missing pieces, right? Like the Father's Days letters, like I would give to my grandfather. And so I'm very loved by all my family, but I think it scars you.
Yeah, definitely.
And you start learning to cope with hard conversations or situations through this. So when we made the move, you know, I went to high school in Arizona and graduated at 17. And I always said, I'm going to come back to LA. I'm like, there's no way I'm staying in Arizona. No way. There's nothing to do. I hate it here. I was mad I was even going. I lost all my friends. Like, and so like going back to that, you know, 17, I graduated with honors, got accepted to USC.
Oh, wow.
UCI, and I was an out-of-state student, so tuition was insane. So, you know, I decided to go to community college. And at the time, I thought I was going to do law, but, you know, that really was not the case. And so as I'm coming back home, months into that, I think it was like a month, I get a call from my mom, and my dad's detained again. And that moment was the shifting moment of my life, I think. My dad was a breadwinner, and my mom always worked. And so, but she wasn't able to give us a lifestyle he was giving us.
Yeah.
With a beautiful home, and I have 2 younger sisters now. So it was very different for us when he was home. And it's almost like, you know, at 17 years old, having to just make the decision of like, Mom, I got your back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And since then, I took that role. I took the role of, Mom, don't worry, like, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of just started. I was still going to school. I had to work 3 jobs. I was living here at 17. California's expensive. And, you know, just having to learn what is that like?
Real hustler here, though.
Yeah.
Like
17, 3 jobs, and telling your mom, I got you, Mom.
Yeah.
Like that mentality alone, just that you have to have a backbone for that to even say that. Because I think nowadays it's like, well, that's your pedo.
Not only that, coming from the lifestyle that your dad was giving you guys, you could have just been like, well.
Yeah.
But, you know, you didn't.
And, you know, I don't know what like tells you or what takes you that route, but I also seen my sisters, and it was almost like, man, my voice even cracks.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't let them down.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't let them like see struggle or just live through that, because I knew what that felt like.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that like essentially like when growing up and making decisions, like I was caring for my dad, caring for my mom, caring for my sisters, and it was just a lot at once. But I didn't have time to think like why. It was always like, I'm going to do this. I don't know how, but I'm going to do this. And just figured it out.
There's a fire in you. That just lit up, and there was no, like you said, I think there was no like turning back. And when you love somebody and you're caring for somebody, you don't want them to go through the same pain or struggles that you went through. So that, and I'm sure your sisters and your mother are beyond grateful, but you have a heart, un corazón and I don't even know you. I barely met her today. You know, you could tell that cuando tienes el audience and they're crying, guys. No.
I mean, what
Pero Dios es grande y Él sabe a quiénes da las batallas y a quiénes da las fuerzas. So to see, you know, where you are today and where you got in yourself today, I think that's the big, like, I'm here and I'm still here and I'm still going.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you're driven by, you know, what's right, and honestly, like going through college and working my way up, like I started minimum wage. My first job was at Bally Total Fitness in Huntington Park. And that was my first job ever. And I was a receptionist. No, I was not a receptionist. I was at the juice bar. I tried to move my way, but they didn't let me.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I could do more.
Yeah.
Like, I need to do more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like little gigs here and there, like doing promo work for like brands. And so I was going to school full time, working full time. And also, back then we used to throw events too.
Yeah.
So we would throw the parties.
You wouldn't get in that party without paying Tanairy, let me tell you.
She said, nah,
Nope, not on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. So now it kind of, I've been a hustler, right? Like ever since then, I've been an event planner.
Literally. I think that's where the background comes from, huh?
That's where the background comes from. Guys, 3, 4, 5. If it was early, I'm like, maybe one of you gets in. But
the rest of you gotta pay.
You gotta pay. And so I was really just trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out how I was going to help my dad with his lawyers, how I was going to help my mom with rent, my car insurance, my sister's clothes, my sister's food. It was just everything at once, I think.
And it's crazy that I think if people see you, they obviously don't know the struggles behind this. They just see a beautiful woman with 2 successful businesses now. And, oh, she must be so lucky.
Yeah.
She's so lucky. All the looks, and it's like, this is why we want to bring people to share their stories, because I think we all struggle. We all have our stories, and that is why she can feel the way that she feels, and she can talk her shit,
Yeah, so very true. I love that you pointed that out, because, nothing is really luck. Like, it's like, if I feel like I've done the work, I got my bachelor's in communications and PR. I've also hustled my way up. I've worked multiple jobs, and now I'm very fortunate to say, I've been a business owner. I've had my own business for 9 years now. So Events by TF has existed for 9 years. And shortly after that, I started my real estate career. And to be honest, real estate, was an idea for me because we lost it all.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed that I couldn't help my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that always stuck with me. Like, man, there's no one I can turn to.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one I can really ask these questions because I don't know what these agreements read. Shortly enough, we have to sell the home. We probably didn't even sell it for top dollar, to be honest. But it was, it was one of those things like, Mom, you got to move back to LA because I can't pay over there. And then have you coming to visit my dad this way. I can't do it. I'm drowning. I have to either what am I doing with these $20? Am I putting gas or am I eating because today I don't have enough? Mm-hmm. And that's when you really realize what are you doing with your money? How are you prioritizing? And what's it going to be?
Yeah.
And it really is choices like this.
Yeah.
It really is survival, and it really is it's life.
Yeah.
It's life. Nothing was handed to me.
But that's why you are where you are today. Because you didn't just sit there and dwell on, this is happening to me. It's that saying, no te what is it? No. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Yeah.
For you.
So, and I think that's something big as, Latinas, women, that sometimes, unfortunately we sit there and we're like, well, why is this happening to me? ¿Por qué me está pasando esto? Instead of I'm going to get up, the victim mentality. Mm-hmm. So how can we get out of the victim mentality? I know that for you, it was, your mom, your sisters, but what else was helping you get out of that victim mentality and thinking, okay, I need to do something?
I think it's something in me has always known that I could be more and do more. And even today, I still don't feel like I've reached my full potential. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to be healthy, and I'm grateful to be here. And, I'm a woman of God, but I feel like my purpose is so much more.
Yeah.
So I'm always seeking ways of what can I be doing, or what can I where where should I participate? Where should I go next? Like, it's, you know, a lot of people misinterpret when I say like it's never enough, but it really isn't ever enough. Like, I just want to keep growing. I like, what else can I do? And if you know me, you know I can't stay still. No. I'm like, okay.
Well, because you outgrow that version. You have to keep outgrowing versions, you know, and that's why you never feel accomplished, because you do know that there's so much more. There's so much more work to be done. There's many more people that you have to bless. I feel like in that industry that you got into now, when you first started, it was just you and maybe one of your friends. I think she was your bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Who you started with. And now it's like her mom is behind her team, her sister. Like, it's a growing team, and it's so beautiful to, you know, even see, because you did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You opened those doors, and you're bringing people with you. It's not just like me.
Yeah. And, you know, I think at such an early age, it was never just about me. It was always about my family, about them. And now, as I'm shifting, you know, I'm shifting in my career, I always think like I need to learn how to receive too.
Yes.
Because I played this role for so long in my life that a lot of the time, like, I started becoming scarred and guarded. Like, it's hard for me to receive and allow it.
Yeah.
And now, like, that's what I'm trying to heal through.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to, like, tap into, because obviously I want to get married. I want kids. So I need to learn to be this soft woman and this person of, like, I got it. Yeah. You know?
Yes.
Even though I know I've got it.
Yeah.
Preach.
But
yes.
I need to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't know how.
Yeah.
To remind ourselves that we're worthy of receiving what somebody wants to give us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say thank you. Like, thank you. I'll take it. It's okay. Instead of being like, no, it's like, no, está bien, no me lo des.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that as women in business and entrepreneurs that we struggle with. I think it's a common thing for us to, and I know because me and Kels talk about this a lot, to kind of be in your soft girl era and be in your soft, you know, feminine, like, hey, like, yes,
oh yeah,
wine and dine me, please. Instead of being like, no, I can do that for myself.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, we do take pride in that, because absolutely, we got the shit.
That's the part.
Yeah, take care of me.
Yeah.
Send me money to go get my hair done, my nails. Pay my bills. Pay my bills. Go ahead.
Yeah. And, you know, to be honest, I think I've intimidated a lot of, like, men for this.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you know, I do have a bad attitude sometimes too. Like, but you know, I'm learning and I'm growing, and I think, you know, it's part of growth, right? Like, what do they say? Like, I'm a learn in progress. I'm
work in progress.
Work in progress. There we go. Yeah. So
are you open? Like, are you in the market? Because somebody slid in your DMs, you know, your future man?
I am. I've been single for 5 years, so I'm dating somebody now.
Oh,
but it's been a long time. It's been a long time since then, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, just be in your soft girl era.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So take her to Cabo. Whoever's dating her, she wants to go to Cabo for a weekend.
She's like, hold up, I just came back from there.
Actually, we had a wedding there.
Oh, so see, it already happened.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. She's over here being international, you know, being an international event planner. It's so funny.
So you went out there to do an event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We just did a wedding in Cabo, and it was a destination wedding. So it was beautiful. It was at the Four Seasons, which is, you know, honestly, it's prayers. It's something I've dreamed of, and I'm living my dream. So more destination weddings. I love to travel.
She's so into, like, attention to the detail. She did my son's baby shower.
Yeah.
She planned my son's baby shower. Yeah. Like,
oh my God. How long ago was that?
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
8 years. The cutest teddy bear theme.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Oh my
It was
God.
Those type of
beautiful.
friendships.
No, but seeing her like
Evolve.
on everybody like this, like, you know, I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. It's about working with a great team. I
Yeah.
think whether it's real estate or events, I think choosing your team and who you work with matters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think, there's power in that. Like, I'm not the type of person that likes to take all the credit. It takes a village.
Absolutely.
Like, I can't, like, I'm so grateful for my team and what they bring to the table, like their energy, their passion.
Mhm.
I'm so quick to say, like, hey, if you're having a bad day, like, step aside, or I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come in for you.
Yeah.
And I believe in that. Like, I think, it's I when I was coached, like, playing sports or dance, you learn that leadership, and you learn that the magic really lies in building somebody else.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
showing them
Mhm.
like, oh, like, this is what worked for me. This is what hasn't worked for me. In fact, after every single event we recap, we have a team call on Tuesdays, and it's like, what can we do to be better? What can we do to grow? And I think that reflection is so important.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not perfect, and I'm still willing to be vulnerable to accept that I'm not
Yeah.
and grow from that.
Yeah.
They have
Like,
a safe space
correct.
with you.
That's
Correct.
amazing.
And that's part of building an amazing team.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you have a great team, you progresas. Like,
Mhm.
so going from being an event planner, what events have you done that made you say, like, okay, this is what I was meant for. Me doing this event here, I got this. Like, I really am doing this. What event was that? Or wedding, or
Man, there's been multiple events that have made me feel this way. I think every single event has been different. I think when I go back in time, I was a one-man show, right? And doing everything by myself. Like, I did a 3-day conference, and I remember for this client, and it was a referral, and I did this 3-day conference, and it was like, yeah, I've got it. Like, it just happened so naturally, but it was 3-day conference, multiple events happening, and it was just me. So it was like going from one conference room to the other, to the network mixer, to the gala. And I literally set everything up alone. And that's when I realized, after it ended and seeing the client so happy,
Yeah.
she even said, like, Tanairy, honestly, I didn't think you would be able to do it. But the fact that you did, and all on your own, like, I was literally at 2 a.m. picking up the vases from the tables, like, and they were like probably 500 vases. I was boxing them all back in, and I even cried because I was like, what did I get myself into? Like, nobody sees this. I've worked, 20-hour days for the past 3 days. I am tired.
Yep.
And I remember that time my grandpa, I'm like, Grandpa, me prestas tu van? Like, to, for the vases. And I'm like, he goes, well, what are you going to do with so many vases? I'm like, I don't know, but we just have to take them because the hotel's going to charge. So there I go, like, boxing everything. And he goes, like, you really did this alone? I'm like, yeah, I want to go home.
Llévame a comprar unos tacos y nos a mi casa.
Yeah, and there's long hours like this that nobody sees, like, there's events that, man, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. I think that was the one where I was like, man, I'm a one-man show and I'm doing a 3-day conference, and it was such a beautiful turnout.
Yeah.
And I think the other one was during COVID. We had an event at Heritage Hill, and it was the hottest day of the year in September.
Wow.
It reached 125 degrees.
Really?
Wow.
It was open space, and honestly, no shade at all. And the wedding was at 4 p.m., I want to say. Imagine doing that setup. Like, I had rentals fainting. I had people throwing up because they were dehydrated. It was just so hot that I realized, I'm like, there's a problem, there's a solution. And that's how my head operates. Like, okay, what can I fix? What can I do? And it was a 300 guest wedding. I take off my shirt. I'm in my sports bra. And I'm like, all right, let me set up these tables, right? And as I'm setting up these tables, I'm thinking, I'm like, the bride can't walk in and see it like this. And they walked in, they got there, and they had no idea. But nearly half of the staff fainted.
Wow.
It was like brutal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was, that was another one.
Yeah.
I think now I'm enjoying the fruition. I just got back from Cabo, like I was saying. That was always a dream, to work in 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
I've done events here in Beverly Hills. In fact, we're doing an upcoming event for a Ford dealership. There's a new Ford dealership that's coming. It's going to be the largest Ford dealership in the world, I think.
Wow.
It is.
Really?
And we will be doing the grand opening.
Yeah.
So,
Congrats.
yeah. So it's, it's growing. It's, everything that I've been planning is blooming.
You're seeing it.
Yeah.
It didn't see, people. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
This is
It
9
does
years.
not happen overnight.
9 years in the work. So
Of not giving up.
Not giving up.
that
Just
part.
That part.
Going for it.
That part.
Because I'm sure you sat in your car many, many times crying and asked, at least for me, asking like, am I like doing the right thing or do I keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of times where, things don't go your way and you doubt yourself. And I think we are our worst critic, at least for me.
Absolutely.
Like, am I doing the right thing? Or like, am I doing this correctly? Like, I'm self-made, this wasn't handed down to me or nobody taught me. Like, let me remind you, my first job was Bally Total Fitness. Like, I don't know. I wasn't, but before this, I was working with marketing agencies. I've always loved sales. I'm a people person. I see a problem. I'm like problem solution. That's how my brain operates, So I think a lot of it is like me thinking this is the right thing. And then obviously I read, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I love to learn from other entrepreneurs and kind of just building deals and building what makes sense and creating unforgettable experiences, I think. So
that's big.
Yeah.
That's the way that you do it. You're constantly reinventing. How do you know when it's time to level up, turn it up?
How do you know when it's time? I actually practice journaling nearly every day, and I write my goals every morning. So my routine, I'm a 6 a.m. girly.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, that she is up and
I'm
at the
a
gym.
6 a.m. girly, and I write my goals. And I think, as I look back, they just keep getting like growing. And I think I recently went back to reflect on that, and I'm like, man, I remember when I used to say, oh, book one event a month. And now it's like book 10 events a month is my goal. And so as I'm evolving and growing, I also start adding like, okay, invest in one property, like build a bigger team, right? Like hire marketing. So my goals, because I'm writing them every day, they start slowly changing. And it's so interesting how that happens.
Yeah.
So, it's almost like you get tired of writing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you do, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it always sounds the same. When is it going to change,
Yeah.
But, now, like I said, I want a family. I want kids. So I think a lot of what I'm doing right now is setting me up for that. Because before I used to say, like, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. And actually, I really do. Like, I want to raise my kids. I want to be able to share time with them. And teach them how to ride a bike and take them outside to the park and take them to the sports without having to worry, are the bills going to get paid?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of what I'm doing today is setting me up for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my kids to struggle or go through what I had to go through.
Yeah.
And, that's part of building a legacy, I think.
It is true. But even if they have a good role model to look up to, because you know how to pick yourself back up. You make sure you don't stay knocked down.
Yeah. I think I'm a person that likes to be uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, put me in, coach. Yeah. I'm ready.
I always say I love to be in. Si no estoy like apurada and pressure, it's not fun. I need to be stressed out.
If I'm not stressed out,
it's boring. So you're more pressure than like passion, taking like your time.
I'm very passionate though.
Yeah,
like
so a little bit of both.
Yeah, like I'm very passionate. I love hard, and like anything that I do, it's like I'm going all in. Like if it's gonna be 50-50, I don't want it. Like all in.
Yeah.
And so, but then that also comes with like, you know, if I'm not stressed, like something's not right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like today was boring. You know, I always need something like, you know, that
For
fire.
example, it's so funny that she forgot that she was gonna film. An example.
But I showed up.
6:20. Tanairy, what's your ETA? And she calls me. She's like, oh my God, I forgot. I will be there in 30 minutes. She showed up though. See?
She showed up.
You know, but behind this is someone that did this. Because I didn't come showing, I didn't come looking like this. So Sally, shout out to you.
In the house.
She did amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, amiga.
Oh like, my God. Ready.
I'm 30 minutes. I said.
She shows up and she has her bag and she's like, I'm here. But
see, you would have never even thought. You would have never thought.
You have to, it's part of the entrepreneur life of
exactly.
Like we have to be stressed but we enjoy the stressedness of being stressed, and we love the passion and being under pressure.
Right.
Yeah. I think that just makes your job, I don't want to say funner, but it does.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like a little spice.
Yes.
I need that in my life. And now I got to meet you and have a great conversation with you.
I know.
And, you know, I always say like you're one person away from your next opportunity, your next deal. And and I think that's how we need to really walk around in the world. Like, you know?
And it's funny that she says that because she's the reason why I got into the first salon that I ever worked in. I know so-and-so. Yeah. She gave me 2, right? One of them opened their doors, and like I tell her all the time because when I first got into doing hair, I was like, hey, I do this. Let me do your hair. And I'm over at her house. Used to live in Carson at the time.
Yeah.
Short hair. Had chopped off all her hair after bleaching it, okay? And she's like, amiga, this is the one. Like, that's all she said. And I'm like, until this day, that's still like here and like here. And it's like, you put me in that position to work there. Like, you were like, hey, this is my friend. And this person opened up her doors. And that's what I feel like helped me change everything. Yeah. You know? And so it is important who you know, who you make connections with. But like how Arturo was saying, like, or was it you who was saying about connections?
I think it was Arturo.
We talk so much. But yeah, like people who just genuinely, hey, let me put you on.
Yeah. And don't expect.
Yes. And that's where you do build that other person or that other woman up. Just paying that forward. And I think that's why when we started this, I was like, she has to come on to the show. Like, I'm not the only person that she's doing this for. And just for people who are at home that really think like, well, damn, I don't have those friends. I don't like, no, go out and make those connections.
Exactly.
Create your circle.
Create your circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be that. You have to
be uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we met back in like high school days partying, but she's always been so responsible, so disciplined, like, and you look up to that and you're like, well, wait, but also we did grow like a beautiful friendship, but now it's kind of like you can network anywhere. That's why social media is so big. So when we say, hey, slide into our DMs if you need help, like we truly mean that.
Yeah.
So
sure. Yeah, I knew. Like, I mean, you've been an entrepreneur yourself too. Like, you've tried probably so many things. But when I see you with these parents, and I'm like, amiga, this is the one.
No, it's the one.
And I usually like I can see it. Like some of my girls, I'm like, amiga, this is it. And I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
I will root for you. Yes. Like I will, like, you know, and I am that resource, right? Like if I know someone, of course, like let me tell you, this is who you need to contact.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah,
why not?
I think though, just being in whatever industry you're in, I feel like people get kind of not intimidated, but if they know that if they hook you up with that connect, you're probably gonna up them. So they keep it to themselves. So I think that's why
in the same industry it could be. Yeah.
Choosing your circle and letting go of certain friendships that don't align with what your goals are. It's so important. And it's so important to kind of tell yourself, like, I am worthy of a better friendship. I am worthy of a better circle. This is not where I want to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You're not a tree. Move.
Yeah.
Please.
okay, sis. She said you ain't a tree.
Move.
Am I a papaya who?
Technically, they do. They do. They do. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you're not growing, and I think we grow up in that like old school type of love where you think loyalty is like
it's like
and for me, I've done the healing, and no, absolutely not. You don't need to carry everyone. Like
no, you don't.
I've found that as I've evolved, there's sometimes that I meet people, I'm like, wow, that person was so cool. That person was so nice. We like connected, we clicked together, and they ended up becoming like one of my greatest friends because we have so much in common, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it goes to that, right? As you're evolving, your circle starts changing. And it's less of like, oh, you can't be better than me. It's more like, yeah, sis, let's do this together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go together, or let me put you there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's more of that.
Yeah. Take me with you.
Yeah.
If I can't get there by myself, then you can get there. Take me with you. Show me the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about that, I know there's a lot of women out there, a lot of younger girls, older girls that they want to do something. They have goals, but they're just scared to take that faith or that, that leap of faith to go into that. What would you tell that woman that's sitting right now listening to us and saying, damn, like I want that. I want not what you have, but I want to create that life for me, but I'm just scared.
I think it's important for us young women to know how to dig deep with our heart. And I think it's so easy to look out without looking in. So I think one of the greatest like quotes that I live by, it's like, what would you do freely that you love to do that you don't get paid for? And you would just do it because you love it.
Yeah.
What is that? When you find that you really love to do, and you will do it, like, even if you didn't get paid for it. 9 years ago, I did a lot of work for free. Yeah. There's a lot of things I did. Sometimes I still collab. Sometimes I still don't get paid. Like for certain things, like, and it's really not about the money. I'm just like, I've gotten so good at it that now, like, I'm able to do it with my eyes closed, but it's really like, it's a lot of time. And I only have 24 hours in a day. So if you're looking to be an entrepreneur or to find that thing, look inside first. Like, what like moves you? Is it dancing? Is it, like what really like makes you happy? And then when you find that, go out there and just keep aligning yourself with that, right? Like, we're going back to like, I mean, I was throwing parties when I wasn't even like 18, But that
Mom, sorry, Mom.
that moved me, I guess. But it was I was throwing the high school parties. Then we went into Hollywood. And
the party buses, everything.
The party buses. I'll bring 20 girls, no problem.
I got
this. And like I said, I think it's always been an energy of me, right? Like, let's make it a great time. Let's make it an unforgettable time. So I think that, that's what I even ask like my little sisters. Like I always ask them, do you really love this? Is this something you really want to do? And it's helping them understand where it stems from.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Oh my God. Just
Yeah, you see? Told
Yeah,
you.
girl.
I told you.
Amazing. No, that's just the way, like,
Powerhouse.
yes.
Oh, thank
Like, you could just hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Like, how genuine,
Yes.
like, what you're saying is.
Yes.
Like, girl, I'm yeah.
She's my new bestie, she said.
We're besties now.
My eyes are like this.
We're besties. We're besties.
Oh,
She's
my
like,
God.
damn, okay.
No, legit.
You didn't expect that.
No, girl, yo estoy calladita. Yo no hablo.
No. See, that's why we don't judge books by their cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, oh my God, that's such a beautiful woman. Like, she must, like, and it's like, no, she's actually intellectual as well.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, so we need a part 2 because
Yeah.
yep.
Jackie's
Yeah.
like, Dad, ¿qué más pregunto?
Yeah.
No, seriously.
I
Thank
mean-
you. Thank you for, like, you just dropped gems just all throughout. And may God continue to bless the powerhouse that you are and to help you grow. And I cannot wait to see you with your family and your kids and your man.
Yeah, me neither. A ring soon.
Just saying.
Just saying out there.
Just saying.
What do you see yourself doing in the next 2 years with your businesses? Because I think you're into commercial real estate now, right?
So yes. So I slowly I've transitioned from residential to commercial, and again, because I work with a bunch of my sphere is business owners. So I figured I'm doing these weddings, and every wedding now it's like averaging roughly about 75,000 to 100 plus.
Yeah.
And luckily we've tapped into the luxury market, right? So in my headspace, I'm like, what more can I learn to help be a resource for them? So that's kind of how I started looking into commercial real estate. And honestly, I joined a phenomenal team. Carlo, he's a great coach, and the office is in Glendale. And so it's about, multifamily, retail. And so I'm slowly transitioning. I even like our team, we have the capacity to do industrial and everything else. So it's exciting. I definitely see myself in the commercial space, a lot more. I'm excited for what's to come in that area. Not to say though, I am not leaving residential. There's some families I'm helping right now. I'm still in the luxury space for that. Have some offers out for in the Malibu area, Laguna Beach, and again, it's all sphere. So I just want to continue learning more, right?
Yeah.
And I dream of having a certain type of clientele, obviously expanding. I do want to build a team of event planners. I find passion in teaching them how I did what I do and expanding that. Maybe we'll be in Miami. Maybe we'll be somewhere else.
Sis, we coming with you. I know what we're going to do before this.
And definitely growing this brand with the event planning and wedding planning, and pouring to investments for sure.
Yeah. In that commercial real estate side, is that with like those SBA loans and all of that? Like,
Correct.
So see, that's something that we Hispanics who want to build businesses or start something, we don't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
We think we gotta save and
X amount.
spend our savings to start up a business when there's so many programs that you can tap into. Like a bunch of these millionaires, they're not putting their own money. They're getting loans,
Other people's money.
100%. Yeah. So I am not in the mortgage space, but I am partnered with a few banks that offer different programs. It really just depends on the business, right? Like I recently helped a friend buy their a warehouse, and at first they were just looking to lease, and it's like, no, well, actually you only need this this to actually
Te
buy.
hablan,
Yeah.
amiga.
So
Yeah. We need a
See,
coffee
now
shop.
I'm really gonna
Yeah.
connect.
We need to. We
Yeah,
need to.
because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what
You
you,
get
don't
scared.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like when you like, oh yeah, I've seen this girl, I trust her, I
Yeah.
know what she's about, and it's a conversation like this, like
Mhm.
you know. And at the end of the day, you know, it's not about the sale.
Yeah.
It's about like helping people like reach their goal and
Yeah,
what
their
they want to
potential.
do, and
Mhm.
that's really we need more of that.
Yeah, for sure. So we need to have another episode where you explain to us and you bring your mortgage guy or
Yeah,
girl
because
to help us out with these,
we-
loans.
we're trying to
and
buy a
commercial.
building
Yeah.
here.
So
Yeah.
let us know. We're ready for that other episode.
Well, let's do it. Sign me up.
If people want to contact you or get, info, where can they find you?
On Instagram, Tanairy Felix, and you can find me with my name nearly everywhere. You can Google me and I'm there. And my business page is Events by TF. I do all of my real estate through my personal. So also you can always email me tanairyfelix@gmail.com or tanairy@eventsbytf.com. So my name is just,
Yeah.
I'm probably the only Tanairy you'll meet.
I was about to say, your name alone is already.
Actually,
Yeah.
There's another one?
actually, her middle name is Tanairy.
Really?
You're
What?
meant for greatness.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, we're great together. Yeah.
You see, it just all made sense tonight.
That's
Hold
cool.
on. You did forget one question though.
Which
What
one?
advice
Mm.
would you give your younger self if you could go back? Now, as this grown woman, established woman, anything like through the struggles, etc. Like, what would you tell little Tanairy? No, let's not run makeup. We're here for the deep talks.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I would tell my younger self is, wow. Oh my God.
Damn it. Tissues. Where are the tissues at?
What I would tell my younger self is, don't give up. Even though it's scary, it's dark, it's lonely.
Oh, we're all gonna cry.
You can do it. And there's so much more out there than you believe.
Mm.
And even though it's not clear or it doesn't always feel right, it gets better.
It does. I feel like when I tell my younger self something, I heal
Yeah.
a part of her because we got to circle
Yeah.
back to that little you. And I'm sure she's so proud to see what you've become.
You guys, we have an audience here and they're
Oh my
crying.
God.
They're crying, guys. Yeah, no,
We're over
llores.
here.
It gets better.
Yeah.
It does get better. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing this beautiful side of you that I
Yeah.
feel like not many people see. I mean, she has a big following on her social media. She's not so personal with herself, but
Yeah.
The
Thank
tears
you.
coming
Yeah.
down.
No,
Yeah.
Thank you for the.
you
Thank
want
for,
us.
yeah. Thank you for this moment and for allowing yourself to feel and,
Yeah.
and rejoice in the fruits that you have, done for yourself. And I can't wait to see where you are in 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, ladies, for having me. And really the intention is to all grow together. So I can't wait to see
Yes,
what
girl.
you develop this
Yes.
building, girl.
Building.
These
We're
buildings,
coming. We're
these
coming.
investments.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
honestly, together we can go much further.
Yeah.
So,
Amen.
yeah.
Good.
Thank you. See you guys.